Welcome back to 33FC Podcast. We're at episode 5. We're joined by our regular guest, Steve. How's it going, bro?
Hi, bro. I'm fine yourself.
Yeah, not too bad. We had you on in episode 1, didn't we, when we was talking about the title race? Looks like it's
God, yeah.
been blown out the water here by Manchester City.
Yeah, I was just like, what has just happened? Because when I first talked about it, there was 3, 4 teams. Now it's like we're like 13 points ahead or something like that.
Yeah, time of recording. I don't think United have played, have they? So it'd be 13 points.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
What do you think's gone right in terms of the team? Because 20 matches you've won straight. Incredible feat, that, isn't it?
Well, I just think players, players have impressed. Stones has come on leaps and bounds. We've got Ruben and you've got Icar Gundogan, and plus we've got the main man KDB's back as well. So yeah, it's just all the factors, bro.
Yeah, because as you mentioned there was a couple of teams in the title race. Now you look like you're sailing away with it. Who besides KDB this season for you has been your favourite City player?
Ooh, got to be Foden.
Yeah, it's on the lips of everyone at the moment. Any Foden, absolute phenomenal talent.
Uh, Foden, and then got to say Gundogan as well.
Yeah, Gundogan is one that goes underappreciated in my opinion. Like, he should be definitely there for PFA Player of the Year. He just makes football look so smooth.
Yeah, but because sometimes last season it just played okay, but like he wasn't scoring as many goals. This season is playing fantastic, scoring goals as well.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's joint with Foden, isn't it? For top goal scorer in all competitions. So for
Something
two
like
of your
that, yeah.
midfielders, I know they both playing a false nine from time to time, but you still got to do the business.
Oh yeah, oh, yes, and I think with 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 Aguero possibly leaving in the next year or so, I think he should play Foden up front himself now.
Yeah, he'd definitely do well in a false nine. I know he's been out wide as well. He just seems to be able to play anywhere, but I think that's testament to Pep that and his coaching because he seems to have brought an animal out of Foden.
Oh yeah, because when Pep first played Foden, it was just playing the odd 15 minutes there, 20 minutes there, and like slowly building up the games, didn't it?
Yeah, and leads us nicely onto your midweek fixture, which you played Borussia Mönchengladbach. Nice 2-0 win there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just that one trophy we we just need to get.
Yeah, because the red side of Manchester keep reminding you, don't they?
Oh, God's sake. Because every time I have banter, we've got a Champions League trophy, mate. Yes, I know you've got one. We don't. Yes, I know that. So
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? It's the one
yeah,
thing you can't come back from until you win
exactly.
one.
Yeah.
So, what do you make of your Champions League chances this year? Do you think you're well within the mix?
Well, I think that we've got a good chances. Anyone who's in it. So
Also, touching on Champions League, did you see Giroud's overhead kick? It's Atletico.
no, but you actually missed that.
Oh, he's missed this. When you get the chance, you saw Dele Alli's, didn't you, for Tottenham?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to say Dele Alli's was better there. I'm going to put my head on the line, but Giroud's was phenomenal against Atletico. When we've done this, I'll send you a link. Definitely need to
Oh
catch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Talking of Europa League now, I just mentioned Tottenham. And you think their chances fair? Because they've been hit and miss of recent, haven't they?
Tottenham, I think Tottenham starting to play now proper football because in the past few weeks, like you said, they've been like missing, scoring, missing. So I think maybe they get to the final.
It's a big statement that because there's some big teams left in it. Obviously, Manchester United face AC Milan in the next round of 16. Arsenal have got Olympiacos. There's some history there between them two. I think it was Olympiacos that knocked Arsenal out last season. And you've also got Rangers who are knocking on the door. They've got Slavia Prague.
Rangers of quality. Steven Gerrard has done wonders for that club.
Yeah, I fully agree there. This season, they've been ruthless. And I know they got knocked out of the League Cup, but in the league on Europa League, he's just put a new level into him where you think, hang on a minute, especially in the Europa League, these could do this. He's got him dreaming.
Oh, God, yeah, and that, plus it was, plus with Celtic, what what do you think has changed there?
I might be putting my head out here, but I think it's the old running in the club, to be honest. I think decisions needed to be made sooner regarding Lennon. When you lose, and no disrespect to Hungarian football, because you know I'm a massive follower. When you get beat to Ferencváros in a qualifying round of Champions League, that's when you need to be thinking, hang on a minute, we should be winning this game. Not just winning it, but at least giving a good account of ourselves and making it comfortable. Anything but coming to Europa League, get slapped, like out in the group stages. In the league, they've been shocking. They might be second, yeah, but they're 18 points behind, I think. Something like that. Shocking. Lennon should have gone months before he got, and I think Celtic fans will agree on that. He's legend at the club. He'll always be a legend because of his first time he got, I think, three trebles in a row domestically. It's incredible. But comes a time where you've got to say, enough's enough, and let someone go.
Yeah.
Because it's like, as good a manager as Arsene Wenger was, like Arsenal was a time where he knew it was best if I went because the team was starting to decline, and it's up to him to give a manager to come in, get us back to where we belong. Unai Emery wasn't wasn't ready for English football. I think he was either fifth or sixth. Wasn't ready. Got his second season wasn't great. Arteta managed to come in and win the FA Cup. And this is where you're going about managers getting time. I think Arteta needs it to turn it around to build the foundations. If it's like this next season, then fine, off you go. But as you've seen, like it's cutthroat industry now, management.
Yeah. Well, some clubs say after 3 4 months, bye bye. I'm thinking, why is that? At least let me prove myself instead of 3 4 months. It's just like why can't you give me a full season?
I think perfect example of that is you only have to look at my team, Bolton. Like you know full well because obviously we share results, our teams, and we had one of the most shocking starts we could ever imagine this season. But look at us now. I think we've won 6 out of our last 7 or something like that. Actually, wrong. 5 out of our last 6. I think we drew one of them. And now we're in the playoffs. Like, if you give time for results to turn around, get your system flowing, time proves that you can get results, but in today's day and age, managers go and just get booted out the door. Like 5 game winless streak, out you go. Like if you lose 2 matches, you're knocking on the door saying that is my job safe. 2 games.
Oh yeah. Well, I can understand if it was a top club and maybe you should be winning those kind of games. Even still, you just shouldn't sack anybody. You should like, please give him 5 or 6 months to 22 rounds.
Perfect example is one of Pep's earlier seasons at City. Wasn't
Oh yeah,
brilliant. Give him time. He won a domestic quadruple. I know people say, yeah, you don't include a community shield. He does.
yeah, exactly. So,
That's what City
oh,
put out on their social media pages. I'm just going off what they said. And
hmm,
then he got 100 points in the league. Like, this isn't because he's just walked in and changed everything. He's been given time to build his squad, put the foundations in place, get his football flowing, like his pass and move, tiki taka stuff, his pressing game. And these things don't happen overnight. You've got to give time to managers. Same with Klopp. He's made this Liverpool team into an animal of a side. 2 Champions League finals. They lost to Madrid, then they won, and then they won the Premier League. Yeah, they're not the greatest seasons, but injuries have halted them. I'll leave that one there because, but he got given time to build his squad, get his players in. Football wise, got them playing a good brand of football, and these people need to remember it doesn't happen overnight. Because if it did, Bolton would be back in the Prem, but it's just not going to happen.
do you think Pep will like he is good as he was at Barcelona at Manchester City?
It's a tough one. This I reckon the job he did at Barca was a little bit, I'd say, a bit more hands on than what he did with City. What he's done with City is phenomenal, but I'm sure it was 6 trophies in a calendar year he got with Barca and stuff like that.
Ah,
You have to look at it. That's amazing. Now, if he did that with City, they'd be both them seasons would be level. What he's done with the domestic quadruple or to appease people, treble, was phenomenal in itself. Like, it's nice to see it being done with another team. Like, he's done it with Barcelona, he's done it with Bayern. He's come in, he's been able to do it with City, but also he's developing players now, which to a degree were already given to him at Barcelona. So that's why the both jobs are even. But just for the fact he got 6 trophies in a calendar year, probably just edges it.
um, sick. That's amazing, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it was a La Liga, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, Champions League, Club World Cup, something else. I know I'm missing something, but something there. I don't know
Wow.
if they have a charity shield, but it could be something along them lines.
Wow.
What's your take on diving? Because I know this is a subject you wanted to cover.
Oh, dive. Well, well, well. This season, it's got to be silent for me. He's just quality player. He's quality world class player. But when you just see him, watch him on TV, and he just falls over. I'm like, why do that? Because you quality, mate. You
Hmm.
just just don't need to do that.
I know you touched on Salah there. What could be done? What could be done more from like FA or VAR of it? If it's not a penalty and he's died, shouldn't we be giving out yellow cards? Or is it because the clear and obvious ruling states that we can't make a decision here. Should the FA be going like after the match, right? You couldn't overturn that decision because it's not clear and obvious. It's for us to step in and say, right, you got one match ban for diving. Like, because something needs to give, doesn't it?
Well, remember ages ago, Shearer got fouled, and it was not a penalty. And Shearer said, the ref, why do you not book maybe? Ref said, because you wasn't diving. So it just basically for a dive to be a dive, it just has to be minimal contact. But like then all you get this, rolling over and stuff like that. And just like, for God's sake, stop it.
I think one of the things that needs to be just cleared up here, when a player's running at full speed and you get the slightest of touches, it is enough to make them go over. Like, I'm not going to discredit him for that. It's hard to keep your balance when you run. But in another breath, like Salah, I'll pick on him just for a moment. He does love that when he feels the slightest of contact, even when he's in a standing position, likes to go over. It's not just him. You have players like Wilfred Zaha. He's got a reputation for it. He's cut it out. Daniel James tried it. He's been told to cut it out. Mane to a degree.
Sterling
in his older City days. Sterling's older City days was bad, but don't do it anymore. He's obviously had the rollicking, so just get up, play football, and boys, it benefited him. And I think that's what I know. Some managers do tell players to go over. I know that because you can see it in game where people are saying, given the hand gestures, why didn't you go over? Like, you see it. I seen Pogba do it to, I can't remember who it was. I think it was someone like Martial. Could be wrong, but you could see him do that. When he received contact. Well, that's because they're getting told to go down if they receive it. So, go on.
No way. Managers start to tell players to go down. For me, like, no.
It's because it's been something that's been part of the game now, and it wasn't such big a deal in the 90s, especially anywhere from 60s to 90s. But from like the 2000s to now, I think Rivaldo started the trend in it with the stupid play acting.
Where's this one for me? Neymar. Jesus Christ. He just goes, rolls around for 40 rolls later. It's just like, stop Neymar.
Yeah, I think he was made it into a meme one for his constant rolling. His laws with him, like, made into the wee bowling thing, and then he was rolling down the motorway. Like, oh, mate. These are so funny, but it's like you say, like, if you get fouled, then fair enough. Like, go down, or if you like the Ronaldo was back in the day, he used to get crunched left, right, centre, stayed on his feet. But saying that, you try knocking Ronaldo down, he was built like a British shithouse, wasn't he?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And in the 90s, you had proper tackles, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Once you want, but yeah. But
some of them tackles you seen back in the 90s got you a new contract. Now it gets you a conviction of GBH.
It does.
But yeah, do you want a funny story? Well, we're on the topic. Aston Villa players have been banned from Fantasy Premier League because they took Grealish out of the squads and it got leaked early. I think it was last week when who was he playing? Was it Leeds or Leicester? One of the two. Oh, state of that.
God.
Because someone on Twitter was tracking all the movement of footballers and who they was taking in and out of the teams. And because most of the Villa players took Grealish out, well, put two and two together, don't you? And it was confirmed injured.
Oh my God. Wow.
But I suppose that's the risk you're taking it when you're playing fantasy, because it's not just like me and you play. Loads of footballers play. Like I'm sure
Oh
every
God.
club's
Yeah.
got their own league and stuff like that.
Worst is thing is with me. I take player out next game. They score an hat trick.
Yeah. Oh, I hate this game at times. Me like 1 minute you can be absolutely fine, next minute you get like 10 points.
Yeah. I know exactly.
Speaking on predictions, because I just want to throw this out. I got both City's games back to back, didn't I? Against Mönchengladbach and West Ham.
Yes. You did it.
Somehow.
If anyone needs the lottery numbers, talk to Georgia.
Yeah. Well, on another plus side predictions, obviously, this is a 33SC podcast. We can't get away without talking about 33SC. Our new league
Oh God.
campaign is coming up in April. I want your prediction. I'm not too sure how the groups work. I don't know whether it's going to be 2 or 3 at the time of recording. But it's usually like a group of like 8 or maybe 10. I'm going to ask you for your prediction where do you think we'll finish?
I'd say you third.
Third. Yeah, at the moment, last season, because I'm, again, at the time of recording, I'm not sure what's happening with our final game. We sit fourth in Group A. So it was a good season last year. We excelled, to be honest. A few results we could have done better with, but for our first ever season, and the fact that most of the lads haven't played together before, to come in fourth in Group A, I'm pretty chuffed for that.
Oh God, yeah. So we're 1/3 of BFC. Is there any new players coming up from the squad?
Oh, not so much the development squad. We've got a few players that come in between like A and B. We have brought a new player in, a goalkeeper called Joe, and so good to see him in action this season.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
and so not sure if we're looking out for any more players, but if we do that, you'll definitely find out on the social media pages. But for now, he's last one we brought in so far, one new signing. Just can't wait to get back out there. It's been an absolute age.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Feels like a lifetime, doesn't it?
Yeah, because lockdown, you're missing the banter with the lads and just playing on a Sunday
Oh
morning.
yeah.
Like, it's the one thing you love to wake up early for, because you know you're going to play football, you're going to coach. You just miss that buzz.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
And that brings us nicely on to the last topic, which I think will be a good one. We mentioned earlier about the title talk. We mentioned City running away with it. How was your prediction for the top 4? How do you think that'll finish?
Top 4, I'd say Manchester City champions. I'd say Manchester United second. Third, I'd go Leicester, and I'd say 4 Tottenham.
It's not a bad shout, that. And he was nice there to Manchester United. I'll just let you all clip that bit. He's never usually that nice to the red side of Manchester. I think for me, like top 4, I think you've got top 3 right there. I think he'll probably finish United, Leicester, obviously City champions. I don't know about 4th, There's a few teams in the mix. I'd like to see West Ham nick it, to be honest. I think what they've done this season has been amazing. Not ruling Liverpool out because injuries and no injuries are a phenomenal side. Everton are creeping. But if I had to pick one, I'll stick my neck out and put Liverpool there.
Liverpool. Okay.
But I do want to see like teams like Everton and West Ham get them Europa spots because I think both having top seasons. West Ham are edging it at the moment. It'd be nice to see them back in and amongst it.
Yeah, there was one season, Everton finished fourth, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember that season very well because Bolton finished sixth that season. It was 3 points off Champions League football.
Wow.
Yeah, finished
Quality
level
team
on
that won
points
it.
with Liverpool, and 3 points behind Everton with a better goal difference.
Wow.
So yeah,
Oh,
that
God.
brings us
Memories, bro?
memories. Yeah, they're the ones, and now we're in League Two. That brings us nicely down to the end of episode 5 of 33SC podcast. Again, thank you to Stephen for coming on.
Thank you, bro. Really
And
enjoyed
thank
it.
you for taking time to watch it. And we'll be back next week with episode 6.